let's talk about YouTube's new feature to combat comment spam. We talked about this as recently as last week. We did a dedicated video about it when Theo Joe released his tool that would basically do YouTube's job for them through API calls to check comments, scan them for obvious spam, like tap to masturbate my like that kind of stuff. Well, like honestly.
Yeah, they're pretty blatant.
They're right there. They're in there. You know, they got the just woo.
Oh yeah.
And they got the pornographic profile pictures and everything. Like it just honestly, it doesn't seem
It's either that spectrum or it's the fake channels. Like, oh, Linus Tech Tips is doing a giveaway for whatever.
Yeah,
Mr. Beast is doing
Telegram.
a giveaway for whatever.
Contact me on WhatsApp. And the thing is, guys, you got to understand, they wouldn't be doing it if it doesn't work. And it's not constructive to blame the victim here. We have to blame the scammers, first and foremost. And then second, since you're not going to get the scammers to stop by just asking nicely, you've got to blame the platform because it didn't seem that complicated. No offense. Theo Joe, nice guy. Do I think he's a world-class software developer? No. By his own admission, he's a hobbyist who taught himself how to
make a really cool tool.
Make this tool.
Yeah.
Like he's an amateur, guys. Literally, by the definition, I'm not trying to throw shade, but he's an amateur. And he was able to create a filter just by just looking at the comments.
Caring enough.
You know, I've had YouTube representatives ask me, oh, can you send examples? No, I can't send examples.
They're everywhere.
Go on a video.
You should have just linked them youtube.com.
Well, yeah, right?
Because they're literally everywhere.
It's been so frustrating, you know? Well,
Bart,
masturbate's not a bad word. It's the correct term, okay? For pleasuring yourself. It's not a bad word.
I'll try to read the comments.
They were asking why I didn't beep it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'll try to read the comments under WAN show, and I'll see someone say something, and I'll see a reply, and I'll be like, oh, I'm actually interested to see like what other people think about this statement, and I click view reply, and it's like, go to my Telegram. It's like, oh my god.
Come claim your giveaway. All you have to do is send me $80 for shipping. I mean, they must have been making bank. The point is, it's been going on for so long that. I mean, I understand. I felt this way myself. I understand the community's frustration and the community sentiment that YouTube clearly just doesn't care. I mean, the last conversation that I had with YouTube about this was, look, guys, at this point, you guys need to do what you do and go way too far for a solution and work your way backwards rather than trying to implement quarter measures or half measures to try to stop the bleeding. You need to just get that. Is it tourniquet? I guess
tourniquet
depends on
to stop
depends
bleeding.
on the
Tourniquet.
Would it in French? Would it be tourniquet? I don't know.
QUET. I think tourniquet.
En français.
Oh, pronunciation. I have no
I don't
idea.
know. Anyway, tourniquet. You need to just get that thing on that leg that is clearly off. Cinch it. Get the blood to stop. Like the suggestion I gave them was like, look. You guys need to stop allowing anything other than official language alphanumeric characters. That's it. That's it. No special characters. Just block it all. Usernames, message contents, all of it. Figure out your shit and then start to slowly bring it back because this is clearly costing people a lot of money.
I might have an unpopular opinion here, but I don't even know if you need to bring it back from there.
Why do you need special characters in the comments?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
As long as there are no languages
that
are screwed with.
No, exactly.
But there's a huge amount of characters that are essentially only used for fooling people.
Exactly. Only used for exploits or abuse.
Like, oh, this looks like an eye, but it's not an eye, it's some other thing or whatever else. Like there's tons of that stuff, so I don't know.
I can't. Thorium says alphanumeric would lock out other languages. Sorry, I'm using the term. That's why I specifically said like what you need for languages. I mean they're alpha characters, whatever those would be. Now I know that there could be some challenges associated with that. Like I don't know much about what's involved in typing in simplified or traditional Chinese, for example. So there could be some misleading characters that you absolutely do need to type
That you
in
have to
those,
have. Yeah, there
to type
there
in those
definitely would be.
languages.
Yeah.
But there are also ones that I really just don't think you need that badly.
Yeah.
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 Oh, turn to K in French. Don't pronounce the T. All right, so there you go. Got it.
Sure.
Anyway, they finally have a response. The talking points from Adam here are funny. No, we are not running a giveaway, and we certainly aren't doing it through Telegram. Yes, thank you, Adam, for that. YouTube has finally announced some updates to combat the spam and impersonation that has been rampant in the video comments section. The updates listed are that they are no longer allowing channels to hide subscriber counts. This is supposedly to make impersonation more difficult.
As much as I like the attempt, and I do agree with what you were saying about how they need to go too far the first time, I don't think this is going to make pretty much any difference at all.
Well, let's get through the rest of the changes.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. They are improving creator comment moderation in the YouTube studio. Increased strictness in the held for review tab is now available to all creators.
So it's a moderation level, a new moderation level.
I have still seen significant spam creep through. We have had access to that feature for some weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they are limiting the type and frequency of special characters in channel names, removing characters that can be easily misread for other letters from the allowed character set. For example, here, I'm just going to share the doc here with you guys for a second. Whoop. This is no longer allowed. YouTube. That's a YouTube of sorts. Welcome to my video site. Whatever that T is, oob. YouTube will then continue monitoring the situation and investigating other ways to remove spam. Okay, I agree with you. I don't think this goes far enough. I don't understand why they don't just remove the special characters also from like body text.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't
You know it's a
if-
problem, so just block it.
Yeah, just the channel name being special characters is probably not enough. There's also a lot of, like, to use Mr. Beast as an example, there's a lot of channels that he has that are derivatives of Beast.
Yep.
I don't know what they are, but
Yep. So you could mislead someone by having like a Beast plays with a Z
Beast
instead of
giveaways,
with an S. Beast giveaways.
something like, yeah.
Yeah, Beast prizes. That's exactly the sort of thing that these scammers literally spend their entire day brainstorming and coming
If
up
we
with.
figure that out in a few seconds, they'll figure out much better things.
And the thing you guys have got to understand too is that these scam industries are not maybe what you think they are. They're not just some, person who can't get a job, sitting alone in their basement, coming up with clever scam. There are sizable enterprises dedicated to coming up
Massive
with
companies, tens
ways
of hundreds of employees.
to rip people off online. And the really wild thing
Not thousands.
is that they can have employees that don't even realize that they work for scammers. They're just developers working on features, and they get a paycheck, and they might not even realize it. So these are sizable teams with significant resources. There is anywhere where there's a lot of money, you can afford to hire talent. So there are actually talented people working on this stuff. And in YouTube's defense, it's a non-trivial problem to solve, and you have to find a balance between site usability and blocking scammers and spammers.
I do think it's non-trivial because it's an arms race. Though, like, Theo Joe's thing did work very well. So
And
there's things that could have been done that were not super ultra high effort. You know what I mean? There's low-hanging fruit solutions that were not implemented. And I don't honestly think that these measures are going to, like, solve it. I don't think hiding subscriber counts is going to solve it, when I bet you a lot of people aren't doing that level of due diligence anyways, because if they were, they would obviously be able to tell it wasn't the same channel. In a variety of other ways, because if you're looking at subscriber count, you could look at the videos that are on the channel. Like there's other ways
and it's
to
also,
do that.
I mean, you got to remember, a huge part of scamming is social engineering, right?
Yeah.
Once you have started a conversation with someone, you can talk your way through a lot of problems.
Yeah.
You could just say, yeah, we don't have any subscribers on this channel because it's just the one we use to contact people. Some low-level employee manages it instead of Jimmy himself, Mr. Beast. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I could see someone saying, oh, well, that sounds plausible enough.
Yeah.
And it does. I don't think it goes far enough.
The increased strictness feature is really the one that needs to be good.
Yeah, and it needs to be better.
Like the rest of these are kind of whatever. Increased strictness needs to be good. It's clearly you're saying it's not working
better.
or not doing enough.
It's
it is better?
better.
Okay. But it's not solving it?
We have it enabled across all of our channels now, and it is better, but it is not perfect.
Let's see how fast you can find a spam comment on the most recent LDT upload.
That one might be a little challenging just because it is from yesterday. So we don't upload on Fridays.
Do they like take a while to...
Well, I also don't know if we're still running the Theo Joe script. If we are, that almost certainly would have found it. Oh, never mind. I found something already. Okay, I take it back. So here's how long it took me. I popped open the comments, video comments. I haven't responded. This filter is enabled by default. I don't know why. So I was scrolling down, looking. This is all 42 minutes ago. One of the things that YouTube employees have pointed out to me in the past is that right in the minutes after a video goes live, there can be a lot of spam because the bots will be triggered by a video going live and they will post all their crappy spam right in those first few minutes. And then the thumbs up and thumbs down are ways that the community can help to moderate the comment section, making it so that those comments might still be there, but only a creator would normally see them, because as a creator, the way that I consume comments is probably very different from the way that you would consume comments. I look at them in chronological order because I don't want to miss things or I want to make sure, well, mostly I don't want to miss things. I want to see everything, not just what got the most upvotes. So I will look through the whole feed. So I will see all that crap. But if I were to actually look at it in the public view, sorted by best or whatever the default sorting is, top, I wouldn't really see it. Personally, I just like the thumbs up and thumbs down to be public again, like they are on Reddit, which is, I mean, it's got its own toxicity, but at least has very little spam from my experience, except in very, very like small threads on really obscure communities. You'll find spam there, but any reasonably moderated community, like human moderation just kind of seems to be the answer.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, I'm on this video, and this is from quite recent. We managed to have to go as far... first of all, yeah, this, definitely. Rest in peace, Technoblade.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that?
Have you watched the video?
I did. It's heartbreaking.
That's... Yeah. Have you seen the merch?
I'm planning to buy myself the limited edition, the two-sided one. I forget exactly what the graphics are, but I was
thinking about getting the GG Easy.
Here we go. From 3 hours ago. This is a video that went up yesterday. Here's a reply. So this is basically the Chief Tech whatever. Hello, fan. Telegram, Linus Tech Tips official. Thank you for watching. Congratulations. You've won a price. I wonder if that's an intentional typo because they've done it twice here and they've put a little emoji next to it of a gift. So it's amazing what the human brain can do when you're reading. Like you can have the first letter and the last letter correct, and then everything else random, and you will still be able to read the word like easily.
It's pretty crazy.
So stuff like that is almost certainly intentional because you will see this emoji, gloss over it, probably not even notice that it's a typo, but that's probably how they're getting around this particular filter. And the thing is, I could go in and I could put in text filters. I could see this. I could go, okay, well, let's not allow the word prize, right, in our comments. But clearly, YouTube, the fact that they're doing this means that YouTube is already responding to the word prize in comments. I can't block the word price, but again, am I just hating on people's personal expression when I say I don't really understand why we need emojis? I think
emojis are fine. I don't think that really matters.
We need them? If it's a question of user safety and emojis, I'd like to see them implemented again in the future.
There's a lot of things in life where if you put safety as the paramount thing in the equation, then we just don't ever do anything.
That's literally the definition. Like, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
It's basically what you're saying. But and I have no problem with them re-implementing it. But they need to do something now. Something
I have a
big.
message from Telegram Linus Tech Tips official as well. On my screen, I found on I believe a different video, and it says something huge for you. Text me to claim. There's no emojis. Not needed.
And you got to understand too, I actually moderate our comments. When I see these guys, when I'm just doom scrolling comments on the can, I will block user from channel, which is a much more useful tool than it used to be. I've complained about it so much. The fact that there isn't a single button still for years, I've been asking for a single button. I want to report spam, delete the comment, and block the user from the channel. One button. For years, I've had to choose. Choose a function. No. No. Now, block user from channel does now at least delete that comment, but I don't know if it reports it to YouTube as spam, because it should only take a handful of spam reports to flag a review. Okay, is this spam? Yes. Pfft, nuked.
You do have to be careful with so flag review, yes. Auto banning is spooky.
I
people
understand
will use that as a weapon.
People will abuse it. Absolutely, they will abuse it. But that's why you have to review it.
Yeah. No, for sure. And you said it the right way. I have another one. Telegram Linus Tech Tips official 1. They added a number. It's a different channel, and it's essentially the same thing. They're doing the price with the gift emoji.
And just to validate that we do in fact have this setting enabled. Hopefully, I'm not going to show you guys anything too horrible in the dashboard here. It should be fine. Defaults. I don't actually. Is it channel guidelines? Welcome message. Okay. Oh, example guidelines. Well, here's a good guideline. No self-promotion or spam. Okay. I actually don't know where in the dashboard this is. I'm gonna go ahead and block links. What am I looking for here? Defaults. Yes, here we go. Okay, so verified. This is in fact enabled, and yet discard changes. Well, I didn't make any changes, smart guy. And yet here we are. So I found a block of them here from about 3 hours ago, where this Linus Tech Tips official Telegram account is just replying to people. And I can go in and I can hide user from channel. Still can't report it at the same time. And so this one probably won't be there anymore. Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, I hate, man, inconsistent UI stuff drives me crazy. Every other site on the entire internet, you click the timestamp and it will load the page with that comment. No, I guess I'll click here. Sure, why not? Let's do it differently because we're just different. This appears to still be here. So what just happened then?
We do know that there's is that the exact one? Because we found Linus Tech Tips official 1 as well. So is there like a special character?
These all appear to be from the same one. Telegram Linus Tech Tips official. I don't remember which one I removed, but let's see. Is this one still here? And it's just, at the volume, this appears to still be here. At the volume of comments that there are on a channel our size. And you'll see it on evergreen content in particular. It'll be on the brand new videos that were just uploaded and the old ones that still get a lot of views. It's not manageable for us to moderate this stuff manually unless there are tools. Like if the community could report it to us and it was as simple as going through a daily report being like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, right? Like that's manageable, but we can't go digging for it. It's absurd. So anyway, this is all the evidence that I need.
Night Pause in Floatplane chat said it's easier to kill a channel by falsely. I'm adding some things here. It's easier to kill a channel by falsely using DMCA than it is to get rid of spam.
Well, there's been some controversies.
Sheesh.
So yeah, this is it's clear that what they're doing is not enough. My challenge to YouTube: go nuclear. Go nuclear. Get rid of it. Slowly re-implement. Because that's the only way. Change one variable at a time. See, okay, does this, and the thing is you might say, oh, well, that's too much. It's too far. Well, okay, then we'll know soon enough, won't we? Because there will be zero spam, or maybe there won't be, because that's the other outcome. Maybe they'll still be able to get around it. Maybe it turns out the nuclear option actually isn't even enough, and they need to do more. But we won't know unless we actually do something. And I don't think they've done enough.
It's starting to look
it is
like
everywhere. Look at this. Look at this.
It's just every single comment.
And so whenever a YouTube employee asks me, oh, can you please send me an example? Like, look, I don't want to be disrespectful.
Just use your own website for seconds.
Do you even use the platform? If you haven't experienced this spam and you haven't witnessed it being a problem, the only conclusion I can come to is that you don't even use YouTube.
Thanks for watching, and thanks to Secret Lab for sponsoring this week's clips. Secret Lab chairs are engineered to keep you comfy, and with up to 5 years of warranty and a 49-day return policy, you're covered if anything goes wrong. Head to the link in the description to get your Secret Lab chair today.